Jambo Jambo. In this tutorial, I'll show you how you can self-host PeerTube, which is an open source YouTube alternative using Podman. Before we begin, quick reminder that every day I host a live stream. You go to jambo.com, click on the watch menu, then live sub menu, and then you see the topics for this and upcoming tutorials. And also you're free to join the live chat about any programming or lifestyle topics. So the link, as you can see, for this particular live stream is right here. You click on it, and then if you don't want to do that, you can also watch the video. It's embedded below. Also, be sure to subscribe, like, follow, and leave comments for more frequent content. I'd like to thank everybody who subscribed so far this month. Keep it up. It motivates me to making tutorials just like this one. Actually, this tutorial, PeerTube, was inspired, was actually suggested by a subscriber. So, as I promised, in this month of August, here we go, PeerTube. So, if you guys hear some chirping in the background, that's because I picked up baby chicks today. So they're gonna stay with me for about a week or two until I'll take them outside to their own little shed, and then after that they'll join the other chicks. So I'll show you all that stuff upcoming very, very soon. Okay, so if you're looking for a privacy respecting ad-free video hosting solution, look no further than PeerTube. So let's go to the PeerTube website here. You can see it's joinpeertube.org, and you can see it's an alternative to the big text video platforms. It's actually developed by Framesoft, which is a French non-profit. They also have other applications, but in today's review and setup, we're only going to focus on PeerTube. So you can read more about PeerTube here. For example, they have a crowdfunding campaign for the PeerTube mobile app, and they say right here, thanks to your support, the PeerTube mobile app fundraising page has reached all its goals. Thank you very much. So that's great. And then they explain PeerTube allows you to create your own video platform in complete independence. So as you can see here, they're showing some platforms which were created with PeerTube. For example, you might recognize some of this. There's XRTube, which is a PeerTube platform of Extinction Rebellion. There's Blender. You guys know I love Blender. I use it for recording my, to edit my videos, and I also do all the Blender Python, obviously, tutorials on that. And actually, we do have somebody in the chat, Cody Griffith, who says they absolutely love PeerTube. Okay, that's fantastic. And PC PeerTube is also not subject to any monopoly of any company, which is also fantastic. So, with that said, you can also help them, as you can see here, they do not make money by developing PeerTube. They're a public interest organization where 90% of their funding comes from donations. So if you have the means, go ahead and donate to them. All right. So I'm going to read. So it explains here what is PeerTube. As you know, it's a tool you install on your web server, allows you to create your own video hosting website. I already mentioned that. And also, what's is the purpose of YouTube to replace YouTube? Of course not. It's just a free, decentralized alternative. And what are the main advantages? I touched on this before. It's provided freely, provided. No need to pay to install your own server. You can look under the code because it's open source, meaning that you can, if you want to tweak the code to you can do that as well. So it decentralizes video storage, making the decision your part. So meaning that if you only want to, limit the type of videos, the SAF file size, and all that. It's also based on WebRTC, which is a free open source project for web browsers. So this means people don't need to install any fancy applications, anything. Just in any modern browser, they'll be able to do it. And you can also stream, as you know. Right now, I'm streaming by OBS or any other RTMP software. Okay. And there's always an admin area, and there's more as well. So it's joinpeertube.org. So let's go back to the article, quickly go here. So I've already talked about this. There's no ads, you can self-host it. So the requirements are, you need a Linux server. So I'm using Fedora workstation version 42, but any Linux where obviously you have podman and podman-compose is perfectly fine. And you need to have some basic knowledge of the terminal. If you don't know anything, don't worry about it. I'm going to go through it all today as well. And you can get open ports 80 and 443. So I'll start right here. So port 80 is the default. That's the HTTP. That's the non-secure version of the website. For example, you see here ojambo.com. Also same with PeerTube. You see this little lock icon. So that means that it's secure. That's usually by the default it's port 443. So it's this one, 443. So for example, if I go right in here, it should tell me what the actual URL. Yeah, you see it's HTTPS. So HTTPS, that's for 443. That's the default settings. Obviously, you can change the port numbers, but normally the web browser, they understand port 80. That's why you see you don't have to put port 80 out. You don't have to put colon 80 at the end. It's smart enough to understand. And obviously 443 as well is HTTPS. That's the default. Now, if you use other ports, like for example, you guys have seen me run some applications where I use different port numbers, then I would have to put the port number in the web browser because the browser doesn't understand that, oh, this is tied to the secure or unsecure version. So if you can, use port 480 and 443. Okay. There's another reason for this as well. I'll explain later when you have to, if you're hosting this on a remote server, if you want to use like a free SSL certificate, like Let's Encrypt, of course that will default to those ones. It just makes your life easier. You don't have to use those port numbers, but it just makes your life easier. Okay. So what you need to do to follow along this tutorial, you're going to need two things, obviously. Actually, we need one. You just need podman and podman-compose. So if you're on a Debian type system, it's very simple. You just type apt install podman space podman-compose. So I'm on Fedora Linux. So in my case, I just type dnf space podman-compose. That's it. And just to show you here, I do have the terminal. So literally, I'm on Fedora Linux. Then you zoom up here. So I'll type dnf install. I actually have to type sudo dnf install podman and podman-compose. That's how I'll do. I said if you're on a Debian type system like Ubuntu and Linux Mint, just apt. Depending, if you're the root user, you can just use apt. Otherwise, you might also have to type sudo apt install podman and podman-compose. Now, if you're on another type of Linux, they have their own package managers, but it's the same thing. You just need to install podman or podman-compose. Okay, so continuing now, assuming that you have installed it, all you have to do is make a folder just make a folder and cd into it. Cd means change directory, meaning enter that directory. So PeerTube makes things very, very easy for you. They do have Docker compose YAML file. So all you need to do is just download it. So I gave the instructions here. You can download with curl. You can also download it the other way, and I'll show you how to do that. If I take this, I'll take this entire URL. You can just go there as well. You see it says raw. Let's actually go there. We can actually go to the. Can we go to the YouTube page here? Let me see. If there's a YouTube, I'll show you how you can get there as well. Which one is GitHub? I meant GitHub. Sorry, I meant GitHub. This is GitHub? No, that's not it. That's not GitHub. Okay, it's a little hard on a smaller screen. I'm not sure how to get. Oh, that's fine. I already have it here. So I'll just copy this. And I'll just press enter, and you can see this is, you're basically downloading here. So you can basically just right click. If you don't have curl installed and you want to use it, just right click and install it. So I believe the GitHub page. I just type GitHub Chocobos. Yeah, there we go, Chocobos, and you see that's the frame. Yeah, PeerTube. This is what I was saying. So it's PeerTube here, and you can see it's PeerTube. And I see the instructions on how you see all this stuff here, and some how to contribute and documentation, so you can read all of this, or you can simply just watch this video. So so what we want is we want their. So I said you just follow the instructions on how to set up the server and all everything. You see the apps and clients and packages. So, and scripts as well. So you'll go to scripts, and this is to build it. Now you don't have to build it from scratch. As I said, we're just gonna we're gonna use containers instead. Okay. With that said, let's see, what was that URL again? Support. The support one. Let's see. Support. I don't know. Oh, support here. Well, support. And you see Docker. So support Docker. See, there's also Nginx, one API. So let's go to Docker here, and you see there's a Git pod. Oh, that's something I should actually review. And then there's production. So you see in the production here, you have the Nginx, you have the YAML file, so you can download the YAML file. They also have an environment. We'll talk about that. You see I've already opened up here in the GNOME editor, so we'll talk about that shortly. All right. By the way, hi Cody. Thanks for joining today. Okay. So let's get started. So first thing you do is literally, because you can download their Docker Compose file, so that's what I did. And I edited it. So I'm going to show you where I made the edits. Actually, I should actually, you know what? Let's actually download it. So I'm going to download it, and I'll show you, because it's the name is different. You see, I renamed it podman-compose. This is Docker. I'll download it so you guys can see the difference. Okay, it's been downloaded. So I'm going to use meld. So I'll take this from the left side. With scripts, compare left, and this one scripts, compare right. So it should open up meld. Yes, it did. So it opened up meld. Now you see I made some changes, and I'll tell you why I made those changes. So you see here, the first change I made, you see I changed the port numbers from 8080 to so 80 means this is inside the container, 80 and 443, and then outside the container it will be 80 and 443. Now the reason I don't want to use those ports, because I also run Apache for my regular work, I mean for clients. So I didn't want to, for example, I didn't want to forget that, oh, that's already being used, so there will be a conflict. So that's why I changed it in the podman to 8080 and 843. It will still work perfectly fine. And the other thing I did was, you see here in the container Docker volume, you have the Nginx, and it says PeerTube. So what I did is I just changed it to PeerTube template. I didn't. So I don't know if this was a bug. This would not work for me. That's why I made that change. Just so basically it just copies the source into the target. That's what it does. And you see it's this to a component. No, that's fine. Is there anything else I made a change? Yeah, I made another change here. So because I'm using Podman is rootless, so you don't need to run it as you don't need, or you want to run it as a root user. So I commented out this part. So you need this for Docker. Because I'm using Podman, I don't need this. So this part was commented out. That's, you see, 50 to 53. That was commented out. And the other thing I also commented out was this part here. It says if you use another web server proxy or test tube in local, you should uncomment. So I'm gonna use Nginx, so that's why I uncommented that. So that's the other change I made. And the other thing I also did was, remember I said, because I'm using podman container, I don't need to do this the network stuff. It's automatic because it's rootless. So I just comment that out. So that's very important, because I said I help you guys when I do this type of tutorials. I actually give you stuff that actually does work, not just speculation. So that's why, because some people say, oh, it's just a one-on-one. There are a few things which you have to be careful. Now you can also create your own. You can create obviously your own network, but it doesn't make sense, because I said just use the default one by Podman, the one that Podman creates by itself, the network. So you don't need to touch any of this stuff. If you want to, you can, but I don't recommend it. So for for those of you who are on a vertical screen, I can show you the same thing. You see 8080. This is the changes I made. You see it's highlighted here. This one, can I scroll? Can I use the mouse to scroll? Oh, the scrolls. and you can see that's the difference. It's just .template instead of template. It won't find it. I don't know if that's a bug. And you see this, I commented this out, as I said. So this is podman-compose, it's Docker compose, and I uncommented the 9000 because I don't use 9000 in the host. That's why I comment that one. And then of course again I got rid of this network because Podman already creates a network. You don't need hard code. See, these values are hard coded, so I didn't feel like hard coding them. I just let it automatically set it for it. So that's great. Now there's another file you also need. If we go back here, you also need an environment. So you see here it says .environment on line 11. Let me zoom in a little bit. You see here on line 11 it says the environment file. So you do need an environment file. So I think I didn't change anything in the environment file. Let me double check. I think it's exactly the same. I don't think I changed anything. Oh yeah, there's a thing. So as of time of this recording in 2025, I had to make a change. Only change was up here, and I'll explain that to you in a second. So I'm going to compare to this this one here. So you see, it uses Postgres. So it wants you to put your Postgres user and password. So that's what I did here. You see, I changed. Let me zoom in as well. So the Postgres user and Postgres password. Now, if you notice here in the environmental file, is that the line 10 and 11 here, you see that when you use Docker, you're able to pass in variables or get these variables from this environmental file. You see that with the $sign, but that doesn't work in Podman. So what, if you notice, what I had to do here is I had to hard code it again. So I left this just so that it might look for it somewhere else. I left that as is, but you see here the username and password, I had to hard code it. So that's one thing. If you're using Podman, be very careful. It doesn't understand the, I guess, the Docker type of variables from the environmental file. So that's, I believe that's the only change I made. Oh yeah, and I left everything else the same. As you can see, I didn't touch. Oh, also you need to generate a password. So I'll show you how to do this in a second. All you have to do is generate the password. Where is the password line of numbers? 26. Yeah, you see here it says 27. It says my PeerTube secret. So it tells you how to do it. You can just open. You type open SSL. Obviously, I have open SSL installed on my system, and then random, then -hex, and then 32. So I'll copy this command and then just run that on your terminal here. So let's clear up the terminal here. I'll zoom out just a little bit so you can see, and I'll paste it. No, I can. So that's what you will do, and then you hit enter, and you see it's going to give you a random. You see it's different. It won't be the same because it's random. So just take that and you paste it in there. So that'll be your the secret. Okay, then after that, if you have email, you can use SMTP. Means that, for example, let's say you want to use your Gmail or Yahoo or Outlook or any other account. SMTP, that's for sending. SMTP, the S actually stands for sending, so sending mail. So that username and password. Now be careful, for example, if you use I believe Google and Outlook, whatever, Hotmail, you have to do the two-factor authentication. They no longer do the unsecured connection, so you probably need to create an app, and then you'll be able to do that as well. So, and also if you're running this on your locally, most ISPs, internet service providers, they do block port 25, so be aware of that. So this might not work. It'll work on a server, but on I mean a remote server, but on your local one, pretty much most close to, I mean at least here in the Canada and the States, they do block port 25 because scammers used to take advantage of that and send out spam, so they do block it. So be aware of that. Most likely you need to change this port number if you're running it locally. Obviously on a server set it'll be fine. And then here I just put up from. I said none of this email is going to go out because this is just a local address, and then I said to false. I would recommend putting the one of this at least to be no. So disable means false, so that's good. Okay, and then obviously PeerTube admin email. The postfix stuff, you guys want me to do a postfix tutorial, I can do that. I actually, yeah, so I can show you how to do that. I've been running mail servers for close to 20 years now. And then obviously if you're using something like Valkyrie or Redis, I think Redis is back to being open source again. You can add that stuff in here. It does make a difference for speed. And here we go, if you're using some type of ACL, public and private, you can, for example, that's from S3, that's Amazon, the buckets. And you can put that stuff there, and transcoding, etc., etc. So that's it. As I said, the only those only changes I did to the environmental file, as you can see here. I'm not joking. You see, it's exactly the same on the PeerTube GitHub page. All right. Now with that said, so you do there's more stuff we need. So let's go back to production. You're going to see something interesting. You see, you have this entry point. Entry board Nginx, and the Docker YAML, already talked about that, and the Nginx, and what else? There's other files if you want to do, like some people use Bookman. I said I just used the one from the GitHub page. I just tweaked it because it was specific to Docker. I just tweaked it to make it work on Podman. All right, now that said, that's basically all I need. However, we're not quite done yet. If we go back to our Podman here, if you notice something here, so we need to create this PeerTube.template, and which will obviously copy it. That's the source. So copy it into the target, which is inside the container. So we need to create this file, and I'll show you how to do that. I believe I should already have it here in my. So we don't need the Docker. I'll just delete that. That was just for demonstration purposes. So Docker volume, basically all you do is you create a folder called Docker-volume here. I didn't change these names here, but I call Podman because there might be some internal things which is actually looking for it, so I didn't want to mess it up. So I left the name the same. So what you do is you need to create 2 folders. So you need to create 3 folders. Basically, the parent folder will be Docker-volume. Then inside Docker-volume, you need to create a config file, and you need to create a you need to create a config folder. Yes, inside the config folder. You might need to tweak the production or local production JSON. I just copied it from you see here, the config. This is where I just copied that over. Now let's take a look at the production.yaml file. So it has very little stuff in here, as you can see. It copied the stuff from the It copied the stuff from the environmental file. And this is the local production, and you can see the local production has a whole bunch of stuff. So I prefer to use the JSON. Let me zoom in. Why is it not zooming in? There we go. So you see PeerTube, welcome to PeerTube instance, and you can you see all this stuff in here. This is all configuration. So this will be changed obviously once PeerTube is up and running. So, and then that's the one folder. The other folder you need to create is the Nginx folder. So in Nginx, and then you create another folder, PeerTube. So one more time, if this should be created automatically. However, when the first time I ran it, gave me some errors, so I had to create it. So that's that. So when you see this X, that means the container created it. So Nginx here, you see we have PeerTube and PeerTube template. I'm going to show you my PeerTube template just so you can see what it looks like. It's very simple. It's just an Nginx, and you see I listen on port 80. I set the client max size to 180. What else did I do here? gzip on, and all this stuff here. You see here, this is very important. Don't listen unless people have actually run this. Don't listen to them. every single person just said this is supposed to be PeerTube.local, whatever. That's incorrect. It should be PeerTube : 9000 or whatever. Whatever is inside the, where is that 9000? I think it's the Docker file, the environmental file. No, environmental file. Where is the port? It's the thing we're having using a small screen. Yeah, here we go. See this? Remember we uncommented it. So when you uncomment it, whatever you're using, the 9000 or whatever, so make sure you put that into the into your Nginx template file. Don't listen to anybody who tells you that it was going to work. It's not. You need to put whatever, if you're using it. So one more time. I don't want to confuse you guys, but I'll make it really simple. One more time again. You remember by default in the Docker file, Docker YAML file, this was commented. So if you uncomment it, for example, if you're doing a proxy or running locally, you need to then take that port number and put it into your Nginx template. Otherwise, you'll be pulling your hair out. See, that's why every day I have even less hair. Okay, and then the rest of this is a simple Nginx stuff, and yeah. So yeah, just it's just a simple template for your Nginx, and then that's it. That's all we need to do. Now I'm going to do something not very smart. I am going to redo everything here just for you guys. Where are we? Docker PeerTube here. So I'm going to delete this Docker volume. Actually, I'll go to the command line and let's put this up here just to show you that. Okay, so let's clear that. So where am I right now? Oh, yeah. So I can say Docker. So I'm going to delete. I'll use sudo secure password. So you see that the Docker volume is gone. So I'm going to create it. So I'll create one. So make clear here. Make clear -p Docker volume /config, and then I'll the -p makes it allows it to make, you see, it allows it to make folders that don't exist, including their children. So we'll do another one, and this one is obviously, as you guys know, it's going to be a /nginx, and we want PeerTube. Okay, so you see we have that and we have that. Now to make this a little bit faster, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to basically, you can just copy these files over. They are literally, that's what we'll do. So first thing we're going to do the Nginx PeerTube. Oops, I didn't make a copy of that. Okay, that wasn't very smart of me. Just a second. Let's see if I have a copy somewhere. Okay, I do have a copy. So okay, there we go. So this file, don't worry about this. It'll come up again because I've recreated it. So I'll do that second. So next we go to our config. And we just need one file in here, and this is the file. So we don't actually need this JSON. That will be created. So now if I click this, hopefully it's the same. Yeah, it's the same. 9000. Yeah, 9000. So that's important there. And then this discard and reload. Yes, so everything is the same. Perfect. Okay. Then what we do need is, I believe we're good to go, and I already showed you the environment file. So now we can go back to here. Let's clear this, and we're going to, what do we do now? So password, yeah. So very simple to run this. You just type podman-compose up. -d. So the -d is for detached, meaning that if you don't do the detached, then all the logs and everything are going to be showing up down here. But when you detach it, it's going to run. So it also runs a cert bot. Now it's smart enough to know that obviously I'm not on a server, so it's not going to actually run. But I didn't want to remove it because then this tutorial will get too complicated. Basically, certbot is the one that will get you a secure SSL certificate from Let's Encrypt. I didn't want to remove it because then people might get confused if they try to run this on a production server and they go, hey, errors, this is not working. So that's why I left it in there. But it's not needed. If you're running locally, it's not needed. Or you can create your own self-signed certificates. I've done tutorials on that as well. So this is running. Prove it's running. You just type podman space ps-a, and you should see here the certbot. Oh, let me zoom out. It'll be easier to. Yeah, there we go. Zoomed out. You can see the ports. And you can see the web server. It's up. Has been up for 45 seconds. The certbot has been up for 44 seconds. And what else is here? You see it gets the postfix relay that's up and running. I'm not going to use that. It uses Redis, Redis Alpine, and Postgres. That's for the database. So I shouldn't need to I shouldn't need to do anything. However, if you notice something, I might need to reset the root password. So I'm going to show you what should happen is the first time I run this, which is right now, I should be able to go and create an admin user. If I can't, I'll show you how to change it on the command line. You can reset the password on the command line. Okay, so let's go to, there's another way you can obtain the credentials. I'm going to show you how to do that the easier way. Once everything's up and running, as you can see here, what you can do is you can get it from the log file. Just type podman -compose, you type logs, then you type PeerTube, and then space pipe symbol and grep -a1, and then you type root. And you see here it tells me that my the username is root and this is the password. You see here, that's the password. So I'm going to copy that password and I'm going to put it somewhere. I'll put it here somewhere. So there we go. Now I know it's root. Now I'm able to log in if I need to the server. And I showed there's another way you can reset it. You have to reset it using npm. So I'll just type in the command for you, but I'm not going to run it, just so that you can actually, in case I don't, let me open up a file here. So now okay, so what you do is you type podman-compose space execute -u and PeerTube. Remember our user we created was PeerTube and the database was obviously PeerTube, and then the npm, you guys should recognize that. That's part of the Node.js. Run space -reset -password, and then space space -u space root, and then now we'll reset your password for you. Okay, I'll discard that. Now let's actually go back here, and now that our server is running, we should be able to open up the web browser and go to the go see. Oh, one more thing. If you do the old way of running it in Postgres to change the password for PeerTube, be careful that you need to restart the Postgres database server as well if you do it that way. All right, let's open up. I'm gonna use Chromium. We should have the PeerTube web server running now. Sorry, I forgot that it's already open. I just need to grab a tab. Now bear with me, this has been crashing like the entire month, so hopefully it doesn't crash here today. So we just go there and you can do localhost. You can see PeerTube.localhost here, so let's try that one. Oh, sorry, it was 9,000. It was 9,000. I forgot it was 9,000. So there we go. So PeerTube.localhost colon 9,000. Or you can just type localhost 9,000. Will be the same thing. Now, I'll show you how you can also check this from your mobile phone. If you're connected to the network, whether it's Wi-Fi or LAN, doesn't matter. So obviously, all you do is you get the IP address of the workstation or wherever you have this running, and then you'll be able to connect it, whatever the IP address will be. Then call in 9,000. You'll be able to connect on your phone. Now, that has always worked on iOS devices. For some reason, it took Google until I think, what was it, Android. Some weird Android, was it 13 or 10 or something, before they allowed you to do that. I don't know why. Yeah, that was really weird. Okay, so I'm talking about the .dev, .local type of URLs, the fancy URLs. Obviously, you can do IP address. You've always been able to do that. Okay, now, oops, what am I doing here? Wrong thing. So let's, so as you can see here, these are some settings. Obviously this is the front end. I am not so interested. You can change the theme. You see that you can choose a light theme. Let's actually pick a dark brown theme. You can see it's changed immediately. You can choose a light theme. There we go. And then I'll go back to the, what was the default brown? I can't remember. Was it dark brown? Yeah, there we go. I like that thing. Alright, and then obviously this is the front end I was saying. So let's log in. You see there's no videos. We'll take care of all that soon. So let's click login, and it says, what does it say? So logging it, let's create an account. So here we go. And what was that password? Did I save it somewhere? Yeah, see, I logged in as root here. So as root, you see I can manage my public profile. I can manage my account. So let's obviously you don't want to be root, because the root will say root has created, but this is just for, I'm just showing you how to quickly get up and running. So let's go to manage my account. Obviously, I can change the name here if I wanted. Actually, no, I can't. I have to do that, I guess, in the database. Or the display name. I meant the display name. I can change the display name here. I'm going to leave it as root for now. And then you can, change your notifications. You can import, export. You see the likes, dislikes, accounts, etc., applications, to subscription feed and feed token, and then obviously moderation. You can set the moderation here. Now let's go to this admin settings. Oh, I think I should also follow this. It will make things a little bit easier. Okay, so here this home page, you can add some, you can use Markdown to customize it. You can do information here. You can add a banner, obviously changing from the default PeerTube, what do you call this, fav icon. So you can also change the short description, add your socials, Bluesky, Mastodon, and more. And the basic, you can change the theme. I said I like the theme, that's fine. You can manage new users. You see the default video quota is set to unlimited. You can obviously change that, as I said before. And what else can you do here? So maximum video channels per user, you see by default is 20. I think that's a good one. I said I like the defaults. And then you see the user import, export, expiration, administrator, so you can see if you hostmaster@hojamboshow.com. Do you remember that? That was in the environmental file. And then you can contact for example, you can put your Twitter or X username there as well. So it's let's make this a little, okay, that's fine. You can update the configuration, and the VOD, that stands for video on demand. transcoding, so you can change that as well. You can see it supports up to 4K and 60 FPS. Obviously you can, that's a maximum, so I guess you can change that as well. What else is here? Yeah, so jobs in parallel. Obviously if you have a beefy server, you can allow live streaming. Right now it's by default it's disabled, so you can allow them to live stream, not just yourself. And then you can obviously same settings for the transcoding up to 4K as well. And then unadvanced, you have the cache settings, JavaScript, CSS optimizations. Okay, now and then we can go to videos here. You can see there's no videos, so because I haven't published any yet. This was brand new, so we go to settings. This is nothing because there's literally no videos. Okay, so you can add a video. I'll show you that in a second. And then your channel, obviously we talked about how you can change, you can create a video channel. There's only one channel, the default, but so it's called main root channel. That's obviously for the the administrator, but you can create your own. You can change, as you guys saw that there's no followers yet because there's nobody. So, and then what we can do is what's this one here? Library. There's nothing yet, so we can go. There's no subscription as well, and recently added. So one of the things I found really frustrating was that when you are in when you're in the smaller mode. Okay, there we go. I find it hard to add. I believe it's on the home page where you can add quick access, or you go to create a playlist, watch later. There's no videos. Yeah, so yeah, there's no way to add a playlist. So let me explain what I'm saying in case you're. So if I go back to the home page here, I'm logged in. Can you figure out how to add a video? That's what I was trying to say. Update, delete, so I can create a video channel. There's already one here, the main root channel. So if I click on that, view account, playlists, create a user. So this is the administrator. I said the administrator role. And videos, so create a user, reports, homepage, update configuration, and more info. So you see, it's kind of hidden. Like, how do I upload a video? My video space. Okay, videos. Right. So if I'm here, shouldn't there be like add video or something like that? Right. So that's the problem I'm having with this now. Let's actually take a look. I'll make it small again. I know I added this before, and it's under publish. Do I have to have a regular user? Publish. Yeah, that's why I'm publish. Oh, there you go, publish. Okay, so at publish, I can finally upload. It says we recommend not to use the root user since it's a super admin of your instance. Now, you should create a dedicated account. That is what you should really do. Now, I'm gonna do that. So let's go create a dedicated account. Let's go back to, where was it here? Accounts. Yeah, it's really hard. Oh, I remember now. I have to click on this. To be able to see it better. Okay, so we go to. Is it slow? What's going on here? Oh, I think it's update. Oh, okay. So it doesn't like me to. So I have to. Okay, so there we go. Okay, when this little thing is open, I guess it. Okay, so I'll create a regular user. Okay, so I'll call him. Edward. Where is Edward? So it'll be Edward. example show.local, give him a very secure password. It's going to be a regular user, yeah, just a regular user, unlimited, bypass video validation by moderators. Doesn't need, yeah. So channel name should be lowercase. You gotta be kidding me! That should be automatic. Should be lowercase. All right. Channel name can be the same. Okay. Channel name. Sure. Okay. So I'm gonna. Oh, I forgot the password. I'm gonna log out as I hope I remember. I'm gonna log out as a root user. Log in as the Edward user. Okay, there we go. So welcome to PeerTube. Updating your avatar. So we can go change your avatar here. You can see you can change all that stuff, save it, etc. So I like that avatar. Lazy. I'll just leave that one alone. So let's go to publish. Manage videos. Again, like why? Like should make it easy. It's under videos. See, this is the thing. It's like it wants you to have a wide screen. Really annoying because I can't find that button. That button should also be here, right? That button should be in the quick. Oh yeah, it should be here. So I just click instead of having go somewhere. So let's upload a file. Let me find a file. Oh, actually, I can use the select one here. So you can see the extensions. WebM, wow, the org files. Wow, that's really old. MP4, MVK, Move, MPEGs, basically all different types, and same with audio as well. So let's pick a file. I'll go to the videos folder. I think I do have some videos here. Where are they not showing up? Yeah, that's weird. I thought I had some videos. Oh, I deleted them. I'm pretty sure I have some more videos than that. Yeah, I have some. What are they? Oh, did I delete the? Oops, looks like I deleted those videos. That was. Oh no, I think I moved them somewhere else. Give me a second. Let me check. I know I have them. I think I deleted. I moved them to the data folder and movies. I think it's under lessons. No, that's not it. Should be films, maybe screencasts, and wow. Let's see. What do you? Oh no, that's not it. Edited 2020 uploaded. Oh, those ones are really. Okay, I'll just grab one here. Can I drag and drop? Let me see if I can drag and drop. Can I just drag? Yeah, I can drag and drop. Okay. Okay, so this video I created last year, as you can see the date there. So the video title, Learn Python. Okay, and you can put a description here. This is a fancy course to learn Python, etc. Okay, you can put tags in here. Obviously, there will be Python, course. I think it's on jungleshop.com, etc. And then you can put some what is the support button text that helps people watching your video understand how to support you. Oh, okay. Please donate jungle.com/boom. Okay. Channel name is perfect. I don't have a thumbnail, but you can add one there, and I don't want to delete. The language is obviously English. Okay, the category is activism. No, is it education? Education. There we go. The license is whatever share alike is fine, and save. Oh, save. Oh, I like this. I like that. So changes are saved. Oh, you can. Oh, there's more stuff. So, for example, here we can go to customization, the publication date. You can add moderation here, captions, chapters. Ooh, I like this. Let's say intro, introduction. Actually, it should be one, right? It's always 1 second. It's not that. So I'm just checking this. JangoShop.com. Okay, that's fine. Do I hit save? Save again. And is that it? What's this one that is Studio? I guess that's a plugin. And what's the other one? I can't even read that. There's I think it says I can't read that one because there's glare. And then statistics. Obviously, there's none right now. Okay. Now with that said, I'm gonna log out of Edward here. We should have a video. I think it should be right away. Our video is being processed. This can take a while. I think it was right away. It didn't take too long time. So I'm going to log out while that's being processed. Okay, so I've logged out. I want to show you guys back here in the folder. So if we go back to our Docker volume, you see now we created the certbot, we created the data, created DB. We'll look at all of this. So let's go to the config. Remember in the config, I just put the config.production.yaml. That's perfectly fine. The Nginx, there's this one. This is one we created. And you see there's Nginx logs. You see there's the error log. It has nothing. And that has nothing. They're basically just empty. I don't think they're empty. Is this? One more time. Wait, yeah, it does have something. Oh, there's an error. Okay, access is 0. Error has something, and the PeerTube log has 2.6. So I don't know. Oh, I think it's. Oh, I remember why. I went to the wrong. I think that's because I went to the wrong port number. So that's how you can check your log. So that I like this setup. Really nice. Instead of having to go into the container, you can simply just read the error logs right here. I love that. So that's a volume. So you guys are learning quite a bit today. Now, instant. You see, this video is now open. You see it's in the channel called Ojambo Show. So remember, I'm logged out, so I can play this video. Let's play it and see how it actually plays. It should be perfectly fine.
Introducing the Learning Python course. Python is an excellent programming language for beginners to all those new to programming. Python has a simple syntax.
Okay, that's enough of that. Alright, so I'm going to try it on my phone. So let me show you. You should be able to get the IP address of your workstation. You can get it from your router. If you don't know how to do that, I'll show you how to do it on the command line as well. Let's go back to the command line. This is the command line here. So if you're on Windows, you type ipconfig. I'm not on Windows, I'm on a Unix type system, so this will work on BSD, Mac OS, Linux type systems, POS systems. You just type ifconfig, and if you type ifconfig, it will give a whole bunch of stuff. Right at the bottom, it will show you your local IP address. That's what we're interested in. So for example, mine is right somewhere here. Yeah, that's this. So this is mine right here. See, it's a one. My router is a one. It's at 192.168.1.0, and then this is the one we're interested in. You see, 230. So on my phone, I should be able to connect to this on 230. So I'm going to go to my phone here, and I'm going to use, what browser should I use? I'll use the Chrome browser. and I just type in 192 and 9,000, and look at that. See it. So I'm able to, in case you're wondering, it's fine. I didn't even touch anything. You see, it's perfectly fine. And I can play, there's one video right now, I can play the video and prove to you that it does work as well on my phone. It's loading, it's loading, it's loading. I'll just show you, it's loading. There you go. That's okay. Oh, perfect, look at that. You can even hit the subscribe button at the bottom there. Okay, so I'm gonna stop that. And oh, you can look at that. You can even leave comments. I'll show you this more on the oh, I didn't, sorry about that. I didn't realize I was I didn't realize I should actually look at the OBS. I didn't realize that it's cropped off. Sorry about that. But the point I was trying to say is, you can hit the subscribe button and you can get to it on your device locally. So there we go. I'm gonna close that on the phone, and let's go back here where we know here we go. So as I said, same thing here. You see there's you can subscribe. Now remember, I'm logged out. I'm wondering if I can hit subscribe if I'm logged out. Let's see, what do you think will happen? Let's hit subscribe. Yeah, so I need to have an account. So you can subscribe via podcast feed, subscribe via RSS, and subscribe with a remote account, or subscribe to an instance on this instance. So there you go. I don't remember who requested this tutorial, but thank you very much. It's I always wanted to run it myself, but I didn't want to install it on my system. So I thought, hey, why don't I use I install it inside a container with Podman, and I was able to do that. And you see there's a little thing here that says friendly reminder at the bottom. This sharing system used for this video implies that some technical information about your system, such as public IP address, can be sent to other peers. More information. So what this means is that, remember, this is decentralized. So let's say I run this on my own remote server. I can have it connect to other instances of PeerTube. So that's what decentralization means. So that way, for example, if I put up this video on my instance, other people on other instances, they can search for it and find it, and they'll be able to connect to and play it. That's what that means. Obviously, the server will need to know that, hey, it's coming from this one, this one as well. So that's a one which I do like. All right, now with that said, this is the video I actually wanted to upload, but it looks like I'm actually surprised. Did I delete it? Apparently I deleted it, which is very strange. Must have accidentally deleted it, which is really, really strange, but that's fine. Okay, and obviously you see I in the screenshots here I also I uploaded the thumbnail for the video, and that's it. So that's it. As you can see, it works. It's pretty easy. And I said, if you're going to use podman-compose, I recommend you follow my instructions. And I said, as usual, I always put everything up in the article, so you can go and just copy paste. And this is the live stream for the video. All right, so let's finish this up. If you need help with PeerTube, I'm available for one-on-one program tutorials or custom PeerTube installs, updates, and migrations. You can contact me at ojambo.com/contact. By choosing an open source solution like PeerTube, you're taking a step toward a freer, user-controlled internet. You're ready to take control of your video hosting. Give PeerTube a try. And also, quick reminder that I do a live stream every single day, 2 p.m. Eastern. Simply go to ojambo.com, and then you go to the watch menu, and you can go to where's the menu here? Oh, this is too big. Yeah, watch menu, live sub menu, and you can see the topics for this and future live streams. So Also, be sure to subscribe, like, follow, and leave comments for more frequent content. Tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern, I'm going to do an unboxing of a power supply. So if you want to watch that, you can join me at 8:30 p.m. Eastern time today. And by Friday, I might do another unboxing with. I think everything is also supposed to arrive on this coming Friday, but I highly doubt it because the GPU is probably not going to arrive until next month. But I can actually set up the system because this system is literally dying. So if you want to watch that, I recommend you join me tonight at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. Okay, with that said, thanks everybody for joining me, and I hope you guys liked this. If you have any requests, if you want me to review any software, it has to be obviously open source to install it and see how it works. PeerTube, let me know. And I would, I really enjoyed this one because I always wanted to try this, but I think because they're French, they didn't have a proper documentation a few years ago. But now it's, as you saw, I was able to tweak it, even though tweak it from Docker to PeerTube. Now, obviously, if you're using Docker, it's going to be much more easier to. You can just download it, and probably don't even need to tweak anything. It will be much easier. But Podman, as I said, is rootless, and it's worth the extra effort to get it running because you don't have to be a root user. Okay, going back to the live chat before we finish, I don't see any more chat requests, so thanks again everybody who's joined, especially you, Cody. Hope you're still watching. Be sure to subscribe. Thanks very much, guys, and I'll see you guys tonight and tomorrow. Bye now. Have a great day.